So, welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is called Breath, and this is day one. And yeah, I've been deeply diving into like what is breath, and so we're going to find out. And it's not about some really strong techniques. It's about noticing how is my breath, and how is it that I'm breathing right now. And I've been really noticing my breath over the last few days throughout the day, and learning a lot about myself as I observe, as I notice, as I bring my awareness deeply inside. It's been wonderful. So this month we will create it as we go. We will it'll happen. And so already this morning I did a 5-minute breathing practice. I have it uploaded on my channel. Joseph did that one. And so if there's another breathing practice that you like, it would be amazing for you to do that. You know, you don't have to, but you can. I've lit my candle. I did my aromatherapy. And so I'm going to assume that you've created a ritual that sets you up for your practice. We've been doing this now. This is our 10th month. So how do you create a space for yourself? You know, how do you, in May, they talk about the May altars, and, you know, you could pick some flowers, you could light your candle, you could set yourself up that you have a space that you create into, that you hold yourself in, which is really beautiful. So come sit on your mat. And just bring your hand, one hand to your diaphragm and the other hand to your belly. And just close your eyes. And it's not, right now, it's not about changing anything. It's about just noticing. You can always put a pillow or a book or a block underneath your bum. You can have your legs stretched out. See what you need to do. And just notice, how is it to breathe? You've been doing it a lot lately. You've been doing it for a long time. Nice. And then just deepen your breath down into your belly. So now bring both hands down onto your belly. And just deepen. And meet it at whatever level you want to. Whatever way that you hear the movement, the breath, the belly. Just meet this right now. Nice. So come lie on your back, all the way down. And then pushing your feet down into the floor, begin to roll up along your spine. And as I rise, I'm exhaling, but that's for me. And as I lower down, I begin to inhale. So as you move, notice what your breath is doing. So as I rise, I'm exhaling. And as I lower, I'm inhaling. Just feel that in your body as you roll up, exhaling perhaps, feeling the squeeze at the end of the movement. And as you inhale, lowering down. Nice, one more time. Exhaling, rising up. Inhaling, lowering down. Bring your arms wide into a T. Inhaling, drop your knees to center or to side. And then exhaling, coming back to center. Inhaling, dropping off to the side. And then just move whatever way you do. Speed up your knees a little bit, but just keep that connection to your breath. And just feel the breath move within your belly, will move within your torso, bringing awareness inside to the breath. Nice. Squeeze both knees up towards you, hug them in, pull them down. Just feel the compression of that. Notice where your breath is now. For me, it's way up into my chest. I feel a different kind of pressure into my head. Nice. Elbows to the floor, and just staying with your breath as you roll. So for me, as my knees move away, I'm inhaling. And as our knees move towards me, I'm exhaling. But notice what you naturally do. Slowing things down in the movement. Not stressing about it. You'll be out of sync, you'll be in sync, and then roll in the other direction. Nice. Squeeze your right knee up towards you and stretch the left leg long. So you're holding onto the right knee, you're interlocking your fingers around the right shin, and your left leg is stretched long and strong. If that feels too strong, then just leave your left foot on the floor with your knee bent. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, tuck your chin in and look towards your navel. Inhaling, lowering down. Exhaling, coming up. Inhaling, lowering down. And again, exhaling, coming up, pausing there, squeezing your knee towards your shoulder, stretching long into that left leg if it's stretched. Nice, lowering all the way down. Other side, bend the left knee in towards you, hug it in, and stretch the right leg long, or bring the right foot to the floor with your knee bent. Take a deep inhalation. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin in, look towards your navel. And then lowering down. And just find that, feel that. Inhaling, lowering down. Exhaling, rising up. One more time. Inhaling, lowering down. Exhaling, rising up, and pause. Nice. Squeeze both knees up towards you. Hug them in. And then just bring both feet to the floor. Nice. Roll over onto your side and come all the way up into your standing position. So whatever way you do, come all the way up to stand and come stand to the front of your mat. Fix your trousers. Great. And just stand and just feel feel the length of you, the push down into the floor, the rising through the spine, and then reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up, bending your elbows, bending your knees. As you exhale, come down, squeezing the air out of you. As you inhale, rise through the spine and look forward. Just pausing there, deeply breathing as you lengthen the spine and draw your shoulders away from your ears. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Pausing there again. Back leg is long. You're breathing into your belly. You're noticing what is. Drop your right knee to the floor. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Deep inhalation, and as you exhale, rise up. And then just hold the breath as you reach up through the fingers. Not holding the breath, but keep breathing. So hold your awareness on the breath. So as you inhale, what happens through the belly? As you exhale, what happens in the belly? How does this deepen your stretch? How does it support your inside strength as you breathe? Nice. Bring your right hand to the floor. Step back into a plank. Bring your knees to the floor. Lower your belly all the way down. Bring your arms back beside you, long, and turn your head towards the left. How does your neck feel? Nice. And then as you inhale, rise, lift your toes, lift your head. It really doesn't matter how high you lift, just notice your spine, what lifts. And then turn your head to the right as you lower down. Inhaling, rise. And then slowly lowering down, turn your head to the left. And just find the rhythm of rising. Lowering down, turn your head to the right. One more time. Rising. Turn your head to the left. Nice. Hands to the floor. Push back. Bring your elbows to the floor and interlock your fingers. So your forearms are resting on the floor and your elbows are quite close. They're around 6 inches apart. Tuck your chin in and look towards your navel, rounding deeply through your spine. Push your forearms down, push your elbows down, and round, lift, push, breathe. Tuck your chin in more. Nice. Come onto your hands and knees. Bring your feet over towards the right and then walk your hands back so you're sitting down with your left bum and your feet are stacked over a little bit to the side. And then stretch your right leg long and stretch your left leg long. Now you're sitting on your bum. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. Soles of your feet are maybe a foot in front of you, 12 inches in front of you. Bring your hands either side of your right knee and drop your nose down towards the right knee and let your left foot come to stand as you do that. And then come back up to center. Bring your hands either side of the left knee. Bring your right foot to stand so my foot has pivoted and my nose and my chest comes down to my left thigh. Just travel from side to side, squeezing your belly and your chest down onto your thigh. As I arrive up, I inhale, and as I travel down, I exhale. As I exhale, I travel down, I squeeze myself out. Nice, come all the way back to center. This time, pivot your right leg in. So my right knee has traveled in and now I'm in zigzag. So I'll do it this way. So I was like this, soles of your feet together, and then turn your right leg so your knee travels into the center. So now my 2 feet are pointing towards the right and my 2 knees are kind of pointing towards the left. Bring your hands either side of that left knee. Squeeze your belly down onto your knee, onto your thigh, and bring your nose down as you exhale. Come up. Pivot your right foot, pivot your left knee, and bring your nose down towards the right knee. As you rise, you inhale, pivot, pivot, exhaling, coming down. Nice, one more time. Pivot, I feel like a frog, pivot, down. So this one is working towards pigeon. We're just building the strength and resilience in our legs and our knees. Over the month, we're really going to deepen that sense of the rotations in our legs. Bring 2 soles of your feet together. Hold on to your shins. Sit up really tall. Find the length in your spine. So you're pulling, you're holding on to your shins, you're lengthening through your spine, and your breath is deep and full into your belly. Nice. Lean a little bit back. And then bring your knees towards each other so your toes are floating off the floor. You can hold on to your knees if that feels like it's very strong. You can have your toes on the floor if that feels very strong. You can reach your arms forward if that doesn't feel strong. Lift your chest and notice where your breath is. Nice. Bring your feet to the floor. Bung your feet over towards the right. And now you're going to travel forward. So I bring my left hand down and I'm over towards the left and I'm traveling with my head towards the left. And then I push back into my downward dog and then walk all the way forward to the front of your mat. Slowly rising up. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up as you inhale. And as you exhale, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. As you inhale, rise. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Just pausing there, feeling the long of your leg, the deep of your hip. How long can you make your exhalation? Nice. Drop your left knee to the floor, right hand to your right knee, rising up. And notice what the breath does to the stretch. As I exhale, it's like I fall a bit deeper into the stretch. And then as I inhale, it's like I reach through it and it becomes really powerful. Nice. 2 hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor, belly all the way down. And bring your arms long beside you. Rise through your head. And then lowering down, let your nose touch the floor. Rise. It could be a very small rise. It's about creating wellness. And just lower down, let your nose touch the floor one last time. Rise. Super cool. Elbows to the floor or hands to the floor. Push back. Interlock your fingers, bring your elbows down, rounding your back deeply. Pause there with your knees on the floor, pushing down into your forearms, or tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the floor. It will be totally stronger if you lift your knees off the floor. I have to be careful not to sound like Darth Vader into the microphone. So forgive me if ever I sound like Darth Vader in this pose. We could do Star Wars yoga. And drop your knees down, hands to the floor. Sweep your feet over towards the left. And now bring your bum down to the floor. Stretch both legs long in front of you. So cool. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart, sitting up really tall. Find the length of your spine. Nice. So then stretch your right leg long, straight out in front of you. Sitting up tall. And then bend your right knee, draw it in. Soles of your feet together. Stretch your left leg long and out in front of you. And then bend your knee and bring it in. How cool. So from here, lean back, bring your toes to the floor, reach your fingers forward or hold onto your knees. And where's your breath? How do you deepen into it? How do you slow it down? How do you lengthen it? Nice. Feet to the floor. Stretch your legs out long. Round yourself down over your legs. And so we're all going to have a different shape when we do this. First thing in the morning, we're really going to have a different shape. So just round forward, drop your head down. And then reach your fingers back behind you and lengthen and look upwards. And I'm really pushing my chest forward as I do this. So I'm trying to arch my back like in the cat. And then I come forward, I'm rounding my back like in the cat. As I inhale, I sweep back, opening the chest. And as I exhale, I round forward and deeply roll downward, slowing it down, really stretching out into the depth of the end of the exhalation. As I inhale, I rise. And as I exhale, I round and fold forward, deepening down, squeezing into the end of the exhalation. One more time. Inhaling. Exhaling, round forward, and just pause there. Head is heavy, elbows are bent. I very much like, it's kind of a variation here where you reach your arms out. So wiggle into your toes. And where's your breath? How would you slow it down, deepen it into the exhalation? Wiggle your toes, wiggle your eyebrows, be in your body. So awesome. Nice, rising all the way up. Come into a cross-legged position or whatever seated position suits you. Hands to your knees, sitting up tall. And then twist towards the right. And just hold on to the right knee with your left hand and feel the length of you and see something that brings you joy. There's sunshine and my geese. Oh, so beautiful. Opening the chest, getting taller. Nice. Twist towards the other side. Nice. So come lie on the floor and I'll tell you a story. So come, all the way down. So today's May Day. And so if you don't have a maypole in the garden and you're dancing around with threads and strings, that's a different tradition than the Celtic one, I think. I don't really know much about May Day and stuff like that. I actually know nothing. But I do know this one thing. And I've been practicing it now maybe around the last 10 years, always on May Day. So stretch one leg out if you wish, and then stretch the other leg out if you wish. Reach your arms wide and just settle yourself into the ground, and I'll tell you the story. So, in old Breton times, you could get married for a year and a day, and you set up your contracts for the year, and you said, "This year, I commit to you. I commit to this idea of we will create something for the next year, but in a year and a day, they were hand fasted. And in a year and a day, they would break that hand fasting and they could decide again if they would recommit into the relationship. And so every year on the 1st of May, I decide about the life that I'm living. I decide, is this the land that I want to be on? Is this the house that I want to live in? Is this the place that I want to be in to live my life? And I deeply dive and I question and I wonder. And even again today, as I question and deepen into that question, I go, yeah, this is the place for me. I am in the place that I want to be, that I need to be, that I am creating what I want to create here in this place. So I will commit to this land, to this life for a year and a day. And let's see what happens in a year and a day. So I hope you have a wonderful May Day and that you celebrate it in joy, in something that celebrates the flowers, the nature that's emerging, the beauty of all of this. So stretching into your fingers, reaching into your toes, get really long. Oh, just feel this, the whole of you. So create your May Day altar or your May altar if you want. I'm gonna have flowers here tomorrow, whole tree, and just see what is it for you. You know, how do you cultivate rituals and places of, I'm gonna say, sacredness in your life? How do you make it poignant and connected and real to you? You know, it could be just a flower that you pick and you put it in a jar. You know, so beautiful. Um, so great. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all again tomorrow. What a wonderful start to our breath. Oh, I'm going to read you a letter. So I got this most incredible letter yesterday. I'm going to read it to you. So, dear Ciara, thank you for all the classes. They really are amazing. It's an amazing thing that you are doing. I love all the funky, creative analogies, the wise words, the kind and generous encouragement, the inspiration to be truly myself. Did anybody ever tell you that you're awesome? And so this is what I love about this community, is that somehow me being me is supporting all of us to be us. So have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow. So exciting. So great. How amazing. What a great start to our breath. So thanks for joining me. And if you're feeling benefit from this, it is an incredible thing if you contribute. So it's €10 per month. You can do that through PayPal, Revolut. You can stick it in my post box. You can stick it on a carrier pigeon, whatever way you like. I'm very open to creative ways. If you want to be on our newsletter or ask us any questions, it's info@nother.com. If you want the links to those breathing resources that we've set up, email us or text us and we will send them on. They're also, if you're watching this on YouTube, not on TV. We tried to look and we can't see it on TV, but the link should be there just beside in the links of videos. But the breath, contact us and we'll send it to you and then you'll have it, okay? So yeah, share this with your friends, your family, your co-workers. We'd really appreciate that. So have an amazing May Day and yeah, be awesome, be well, and be you. Thanks so much. It's just such a pleasure.